Here is the third installment of the Nike Dunk Trickshot by Lego. This is set number 43021, contains 454 pieces, retails for $39.99, and set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego, and yeah, we're still at this. So remember in the last installment we were just working on the floor and the basketball hoop thing. I like this idea. This thing's really good. So far everything seems like it's pretty sturdy. Haven't really had anything fall off except for one piece, but nothing major. The big stickers weren't too big of a deal. It's just we needed a brick separator to make a correction, which I had to dig out of my collection. So the score right now is an 8.5. Not too terribly bad. So in this installment we're going to wrap up with bag 5 and then we're going to do a tour. So this is probably going to be a fast one here. I want to keep these installments relatively short. And then hopefully we can get these two pieces acquainted with each other. Alright, bag 5. So there's no more stickers left. Now I could have put this in the last installment, but like I said, I want to keep these as short as I can. And yeah, wanted to make this whole thing printed like this. Now I could always have used round tiles, but I mean, at least they're going to some use there. Those would make great patio tables, although those would still make good patio tables. Or if you're building yourself some kind of a theme, sports themed, like, I don't know, maybe a basketball court or something, you have decorations to decorate it. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. We got this guy here, just she's dribbling her basketball. And that's what we're going to be working on, which is the backdrop. So yeah, breaking these down into smaller portions do help. Ooh, that's a nice piece. And we got the spring green. Cool. Some really nice combinations to put together. Alright, well let's stop being fanboys of parts, because I like doing that. Maybe I should have done this in the last installment, but you know, let's keep it short and sweet here. Sometimes I don't know. Okay, because a lot of things can happen. But I've been pretty pleased with the build quality. Ooh, yikes. You could tell the difference in color on that. I could even see it in the viewfinder. Yeah. I think that's where that goes, but I put it there anyways. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So if you're looking for coral, this set does have some nice coral for you. And let's put it the way the book shows it so I don't mess up. I've been messing up a lot lately. I don't grade Lego for that because that's my problem. Okay. And now let's put this here. And today is August 21st, 2025. Okay. We're almost done with August. I was supposed to have everything done by September, but apparently I got a bunch more stuff coming in, so I will be busy, and it's not with my own work. So if you're looking for something to get done real quick, yeah, not too bad. But you know what? If this snaps at the very end there, this may be a collaborative build. Looks like this might fit inside that hole after all. We'll find out how all that works here in a bit. That shoe might sit in there. We don't know. I have no clue. We'll find out. That means that this can possibly be built up to 3 people. Provided if I can find another clip for this. Alright, let's start separating parts. It's all small stuff. Let me make sure they get caught in the bag or anything here or on the floor. Oh, I hate to think that. I hate to think the bad thing happened here. Alright, let's see here. It's not on the floor. I mean, I hate to think I'm going to have to do it. because if I have to dig that out of my own collection, I have to give it a failing grade, which would be like a 2, which is may as well just not have. Yeah, let me check the floor again. Yeah, there is no clip in here. They sent me one. They didn't send me another clip. I don't see it on the floor anywhere around here. Not over here either, because I filled that in. Let's make sure, because that's why I had to split this baby down into a couple of sections here. Yep, they're short apart. Maybe something just fell on my foot. Oh, okay, never mind. We're back up to an 8.5. The manual was hogging it, trying to blame me for it. Hey, I gotta have fun. I make mistakes all the time in these. Why not have fun with it more? There we go. Oh, well, not sure what that's about. Okay, now we flip it back over. I mean, what's that for, though? Did I put that in the wrong place? Or that's not supposed to be there. Okay, we'll take that out. Okay. Alright, now we're back here. Now you see why I had to split this one up to another section. Alright, so these go here. Yeah, I was about to say some bad words that part was missing. It's like, you're kidding me. And no, we fixed it now. Still at an 8.5. Sometimes I have revised my scores. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of a scratchy throat. It's been allergy season for me anyways. And then try doing it while you're filming a tutorial. It makes it really impossible to do. So it's like, you know, tutorials are a little different than doing these. And I gotta watch this memory card because I only have like 7 minutes on it, which means I'm probably gonna have to swap the card here. A lot of small parts on this one today. So tonight for dinner we are going to have bacon sandwiches because my mouth is watering for bacon. And bacon is one of those foods that I can have when it's 120 degrees. Or it could be freezing cold outside too. Oh man, imagine all those people back east in the States, you know, here where they're all flooded and underwater. Out here, water is kind of like a luxury item. If that flood hit out here, the ground would soak it up before it even reached the house. Like I'm out there watering the yard, sometimes the ground just drinks it up quickly. This is a nice pool part for a pool liner, that color. Boy, I can't even grab that. May have to keep some sticky tape so I can pick these up easily. All right. Alright, put these here. Alrighty. Not too bad, huh? I'm slowing down a little bit. It means I'm getting a little tired here. And we got to put more tiles around that. And while I'm putting the tiles around here, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. It's always fun to see, and it helps out for making more of the big, large stuff too. It's just getting around to it. That's why I'm using that to take more time off of work. I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my Rebrickable customers, because I literally need to get on to finishing up building guides. So that's what they're for. And put those tubes in there. And I want to thank everyone for taking the time to subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. Really cool. Something's rattling. It's annoying me. I think it's the stuff behind here. I'll have to figure it out later. Hey, maybe with that I can probably upgrade my workstation here, since it seems like that's been an issue lately. I like to be able to sit on the back side of the counter and work on these a bit, but you know, I don't have that big of a place to do that. Alright, now we got to take the fun pieces. I like these. You know what? This one's got the Nike swoosh on it, but you know what though? This would be a really nice piece to have for a... and this one too would be a nice piece to have for maybe even a skate park or something, you know? That'd be really kind of cool. Maybe we got to flip it over like a pancake. That's if I can grab it, Mr. Butterfingers. Alright. Put those down there, and you're really going to have to muscle these in here. That really strengthens it up. Not too bad. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to swap memory cards. I had like 3 or 4 minutes left on that one. So it's like, whoops, better get to that real quick. I saw it all. It's like, uh-oh. Okay, I got to it. Caught it. I didn't have a lot left. I thought I wasn't going to risk it, because we still got to set up the build and stuff too. Okay. And okay, like that. Oh, matches the picture so far. We're doing good. Haven't messed up. Hopefully. I haven't done anything with that yet. Yeah, I know there's some out there who are looking for positive reviews, so I'm sorry if you didn't hit the right channel this time. You know, I know some are just not into this type of thing, and that's quite all right. Coral. That's a nice color to have. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. Alright, well I got coral. But there it is. Let's start pointing fingers again. And the last one here. Alright. These are a nice piece to have. I never thought I'd ever would use those, but whoops, that doesn't go there. And I'm like, oh, that's not a bad part to have. Yeah, I could have put this on the last installment, but now I'm kind of glad I broke it down. There we go. Looks like a hand like that. Not just banged up like mine. And then this thing here goes right here like that. Alright, and that's what it looks like right there. That's kind of cool looking, doesn't it? And this is what we have remaining here for bag 5. Not too bad. Okay, now we're going to let these two parts get to know each other a bit better here. And looks like this sits in here. So this right here is up to 3 people. Okay, 3 people can build this. That snaps right in there. Take a look at it in the back. So that's where it snaps in right there. And yeah, this is a collaborative build. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Not too bad. And then the shoe goes, I think the shoe rests right in this thing here. Okay, yes it does. I'm going to show you. This goes right in that notch there. So you're just going to have to kind of slide it around until it fits. And yeah, so I was right. Except the lever's supposed to be lifted up too. And that's one way to play basketball, huh? Using the big shoe. Oh, and now this time we actually have the, what do you call that, orange or something? Peach? Finger from the Void comes in and shows you how to do it. So this here is the lever. So you go like this. How does it look on that side? Oh, she's hitting the rim. Well, that's not fun. Alright, so that's it. So it goes back down. Oh, you could use it to launch the ball in there. Should we try that? Let's do that. And I have all these. These are not bad. These are very sturdy builds, so you're getting a good build quality out of these. Well, let's try the basketball real quick here. So this is just setting up. We're going to be testing this. So take the shoe off. And that's what these were for. Now, I'm hoping I don't lose this here. I don't want to fling it, because I only have one basketball. No, it doesn't seem like it's working right, huh? Oh! So that's how you do it. Do it again here. No? That's a nice little toy there, huh? No, I didn't make that one, but yeah, you get the idea though. So, in addition, just for a display piece, this could be used as a game. I just have to clean it up a little bit, but yeah, we'll just set this up here, and then, yeah, let me get the turntable. Because now we're going to start setting up the build and get it ready for review. And this one's going to be one of those i360 spin it, and that's it, and I'll bring it up close and show everything. Alright, and I think that that's pretty good. I think the camera's good as is where it's at. But if you are interested in a set like this, it's a dual combination. Unless you're just not into this type of build. There's those noisy pipes again, but I ain't crawling up in that attic, not when it's like 100 and something right now. So I'm going to say that it's a good build for what it is. It did keep my interest, and it's something I'm not interested in, but it did keep my interest for those shoe buffs out there that are probably expecting the bad review. Sorry, I didn't mean to disappoint you this time without no negativity. I really need to grease this thing. But there it is. And so it doubles up not only just for the minifigure, but for this too. And what I'll do is when I do the shoe and show the minifigure, I'll just take this separate, take the shoe off, and then we'll take a closer look at this. I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm just going to do it in just one mass filming. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it's not bad for what it is. It's not too bad. And I think, let me get this tipped up a little bit more here. Hey, at least I don't hide anything from you. I keep it all exposed. I know some people don't care about I remember back when I was in college, and this is before we started having live chats, live interactions and stuff, most people did not care about doing stuff live. So, you know, for me, I do. No stickers remaining. And yeah, so it's not a bad build for what it is. It's collaborative up to 3 people. I think this is a good one here. A good collaborative build. Well, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the full review. Here is the Nike Dunk Trickshot all assembled, and honestly, this is a very unique build. It's got a lot of hidden features too. So here we got ourselves a portion of a basketball court with a basketball hoop, a Nike shoe, and this backdrop. Now these 2 pieces here are printed The rest of the stuff is all stickers, so sadly that's probably the only disappointment with this, other than the lack of a brick separator, so you're going to have to rustle one of those up. And everything else you see here like this is all printed. Here's the mechanism. We'll take a look at that here in a bit. And there's always one side that has to face the wall, so this is not too appealing. And it's a pretty decent build, and up to 3 people can build this. So this is a nice little group build. And let's take a closer look at the shoe here. This just comes off. Now the minifigure, she's attached here. So you have to take this piece off to get her off, but let's take a closer look here. Not too bad, and yes, the basketball does come with it. Here's the shoe. I wish this stuff was printed, but the way that this is really nicely executed. Really nice. It feels like a toddler's shoe than anything else, and that's how it rests, is right here, and this is the mechanism. And there's a better close-up look at the backdrop. If you watch the build installments, I said I was going to do this all in one shot. I wasn't kidding. I mean, that's kind of cool looking. That's nice and colorful. Now, you put the shoe on here. This goes on here fairly easily. Just got to make sure you put it on that notch. And you got this lever here, and you push this down, and this is what the shoe does. So basically, you just come in here and make it look like she's throwing that ball in there. Now, that's not it. I didn't notice this until the very end of the build. Take the shoe off, and you can take the basketball off. This also doubles up as a game. How? You just put the basketball here, and you try to make hoops with this. Okay. Now I got to be very careful because I only have one basketball, and you're really going to have to fling this lever down. So I didn't make it that time. I did make it, if you watched on the build installments, I did make it once. So you're really going to have to slam that thing down. That's probably the only downside, is the ball rolls in there. Okay, ready? Oh, we did it. So it doubles up as a game too, so this is a good inspiration for a game at least. So this is a good basis to make a somewhat of a functioning basketball style game. And honestly, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I wasn't expecting that until I got done building the set, that it doubles up as a functioning game. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, let's start the review with play value, and at first glance I thought this wasn't a playable set until we saw that the basketball can be shot. So yeah, at the beginning you're thinking this is just a shelf queen, but this is more than a shelf queen. In addition to this, we also have the basketball launcher, so you can try to make shots with this. It's really cool. So there is some play value with this set. It's just not minifigure scaled in terms of you can attach minifigures to the base. You really can't do that. You really can't put this in a Lego city unless you have to heavily modify it. But I'd say a no-go on a city. But the set does have a nice selection of parts for other builds. And I'm eyeballing these tiles right here, especially the basketball one. I may need to get a few of those for custom builds. It'd be kind of cool to grab those. So hopefully Lego will produce these one day. Build quality is like all the other Lego Nike sets. Nothing fell off. I had one piece that fell off here, but once the model's done, that's it. It's done. I didn't have anything fell off. Everything is strong once it's assembled. And like I had mentioned, it's 3 people can build this set. So one person builds the shoe, second person builds the court, and the last person can build the back. So up to 3 people. This is a nice, good collaborative build. So that one is a really good thing for a family or a spouse or significant other can put this together. And I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out for a collaborative build. It's strong, durable, and yeah, you can share the build with a friend. Now, my build experience was pretty fun with this. Now, this is a set that I'm not really totally interested in, but I had fun putting this one together. Look at the bright colors. I mean, we got the light royal blue, we have the coral, in addition to medium and dark stone gray bricks. We also got the dark blue in here and red and white. There's a lot of colors in here. This one is just screaming out fun. It's nice to look at. So you're not getting just a shelf queen here. This one is just fun all around. And I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. Now, the only two things that I'm not too happy with is a lack of a brick separator. And since we're messing with Technic here, I had a hard time with this pin right here, and I put it in the wrong place. I had to rustle up a brick separator just to take that out. So if you do not have a brick separator and this is your first set, you may run into some trouble with this one. So you may want to try to find a brick separator to help you with the build. Other than that, though, the stickers. The stickers weren't too bad to put on. It's just, for this being more of a novelty set, I was expecting all this stuff to be printed. I mean, we got these big stickers here, which are the worst. I got those on there without any bubbles. I'm really proud of myself for that one. So, if you're looking for a really good fun set to build with the family, this one's it. Up to 3 people can build this one, and I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. So my final score on this set is going to be an 8.5 out of 10, just with the issues that I had listed earlier. But all around, you're getting a really nice, good build, and I mean, it's just fun and colorful to look at, and in addition, it functions as a working game. But tell me what you think.